So my homegirl hit me up on the text, and she's having an issue at her job. She sent me some screenshots of some texts that her and another employee had. Now, the employee that was texting her was the one who was the problem. She happened to be Caucasian, and she happened to be stealing from the company. And everyone, like, if the ruin mill had made it known that the right people knew, and it was about to get accelerated up the chain. And so this white girl was reaching out to her, basically grasping for straws, trying to find somebody to console her, tell her it's gonna be all right. But in the text, she basically was admitting that she did it, and that she thought everyone did it, and so that's why she did it. But also in the text, she said that how she had, I guess, mentioned that she would just quit, to avoid it all. And so what my homie was telling me is that everybody wanted her gone. Like, she was the cancer in the place. But they're black. Her, the other couple other people. So they're trying to protect their job. They're not trying to they ain't trying to raise their hand for fear. This place where she works is known for rampant racism, and the other women that work in the department, they walk on eggshells because they are black, and they know at any moment that they've had friends fired over the most petty things. So their impression was this girl was bulletproof if she could steal and be caught red-handed and no repercussions. So it made her question everything that she thought was reality, because people could come from another country, come into this country and be like, nah, extra. It's not really that serious until it run up on them and bite them like a pit bull. You can't deny a bite from a pit bull, and that's what happened. It bit her so hard. She was like, what the F? And then what all the implications that it leaves. Like, oh, this is okay, so this is a reality. This is the reality forever, not just this situation. This is the reality I live in. And that'll change the way you feel about everything. Anyway, long story short, the rant is about this young lady had to find the person that she could talk to about it. I'm the person. There should be more persons, number one, but there should also be some women, so that women can talk to women. It's not the first time when something came up in this realm, in this sphere of blackness and the black experience in America for a black woman, younger, all that nonsense, all that stuff that happened in movies. And I'm the guy to talk to because that's cool, but I'm here for my brothers. Not that I'm not here for women, but I'm primarily here for my brothers and then the sons and the nephews and young men. And the women need leadership and somebody that can say, okay, I'm going to talk to X. I'm going to talk to X because I know she's about that life and she can counsel me. So, long story short, they come to find out they had a meeting with the thief, but the meeting wasn't about, hey, you stole, get out. The meeting was, you're thinking about leaving, please stay. We need you. And so my friend reached back out to me, and she literally was crying, tears and feeling some type of way. She said, I have never ever witnessed firsthand, racism, white supremacy, like you talk about it all the time. She felt, because she knew what I was about, because it's evident that when that situation came up, I was the person that she could explain how she felt, because she knew I would understand. And she wasn't even rational. She was like not rational. and needed to be talked off a ledge, you know, thinking about doing stuff that was not productive or beneficial to her life. So I spoke to her and you know, gave advice, so on and so forth. But I guess the point of the rant is she knew who to come to when it came down to something like this. Not that when the need arose, I wasn't ready to meet the need, but going forward and for future, as this thing, because it's not going anywhere, people are just going to continue to wake up. So you're going to need the safety net people that you can run to. Well, there will be men who can't counsel a young woman, a young attractive woman, because the fact that she's young and attractive, it may turn into an abuse of power or an abuse of influence situation. So it's not even necessarily the rant is for me. It's for us as a collective to figure out what we're going to do. We need some women strong, knowledgeable, steadfast, and firm in what they believe and what they stand for, so that when these younger women wake up and come out of slumber and they need to chat, you're available. And so it keeps the line straight, because there are things that men can talk to about men that they can't talk to about women. There are things that women are going to need to talk to about with women that they can't talk to with men. Well, they could, but let's have more options. Let's set ourselves up for the ultimate victory and not compromise. Okay, I mean, obviously we make compromises when we have to, but let's get to a point where we don't have to make the simple ones. Let's have to compromise on the hard stuff. But this one, having people in place, having counselors, having people who are knowledgeable and respected. Because she knew I was knowledgeable and she respected me. So she said, well, I can come to him with this. And yeah, I did talk off the ledge and help her out. And she's like, and even though she still was funky about it, I explained to her, you know, it exists, it's real, it's not going away. You're here in this country for one thing and one thing only: to get everything you can out of this country, education, whatever, employment, subsidies for businesses, boom, 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 and then funnel that back to where you're from, just like any other immigrant. Don't fall in love with this idea of what America is supposed to be, especially in the African American community. People from outside of this country come in, and because they are black, they automatically identify and assimilate into the African American community. Well, let me tell you a secret. The African American community in America, in North America, is the bottom rung. Don't do it. Stay focused and align yourself with people who are focused. This rant is going all types of different ways, and I gotta walk into this building and try to make this bread. Peace.